The fear of the European armies facing the Mongols. When the Mongol armies began their invasions of Eastern Europe in the 13th century, they brought with them a reputation for unmatched brutality, speed, and military precision. The stories of their conquests in Asia, where entire cities were destroyed and populations annihilated, spread quickly across Europe. This generated intense fear and dread among European armies and rulers. The Mongols, using their swift cavalry and psychological warfare, overwhelmed every resistance they encountered, leaving Europeans stunned and terrified. In 1241, the fear reached a peak during the Battle of Legnica in Poland and the Battle of Mohi in Hungary. European soldiers, many of them knights trained in traditional combat methods, were completely unprepared for the Mongol way of war. The Mongols fought with light cavalry, shooting arrows from a distance and retreating swiftly only to strike again when their enemies were exhausted and disorganized. Their ability to cover vast distances at alarming speed gave them the advantage of surprise, catching European forces off guard. At Legnica, the Polish and German armies fought bravely, but after the Mongols won the battle, they built a pyramid of severed heads from fallen soldiers, spreading terror throughout the region. Survivors fled to other cities, warning of the Mongols' brutality. The stories of the pyramids of skulls became a grim symbol, ensuring that even cities not yet attacked trembled at the thought of resisting the Mongols. At the Battle of Mohi in Hungary, the Mongols devastated the Hungarian forces with a combination of feigned retreats and devastating ambushes. King Bela IV of Hungary barely escaped with his life, and Hungary was left in ruins, its villages burned and population slaughtered. The sheer destruction caused by the Mongols made many European rulers wonder if they would survive an encounter with these invincible warriors. Psychological terror and European reactions. The Mongols' victories created panic and confusion across Europe. Kingdoms scrambled to build defenses and form alliances, but fear weakened their ability to unite. Refugees fleeing the Mongols spread tales of atrocities, making it difficult for European leaders to maintain morale. Chronicles from the time recount the sheer helplessness that many soldiers and citizens felt. The Hungarian chronicler Thomas of Split described how people believed that the Mongols were not ordinary men but demons sent from hell. European armies were accustomed to traditional pitched battles, but the Mongols' tactics were revolutionary, using spies, psychological terror, and rapid movement to outmaneuver larger, slower armies. Their ability to vanish after attacks and reappear hundreds of miles away within days gave the impression that the Mongol armies were everywhere at once, adding to the sense of hopelessness. Aftermath and legacy of fear. The Mongol invasions left parts of Europe devastated, with cities destroyed and populations decimated. European kings and commanders realized that their armies were no match for the Mongols' superior tactics and mobility. Even after the Mongols withdrew in 1242 due to internal issues back in Mongolia, the fear they left behind lingered for generations. Some regions, like Hungary, took decades to recover from the damage. Castles were fortified, and some cities even paid tributes to avoid confrontation with the Mongols. The terror inspired by the Mongols is remembered as a key moment in medieval European history, demonstrating the vulnerability of even the strongest kingdoms. To this day, the Mongol invasions serve as a reminder of how fear can paralyze nations and disrupt alliances in times of crisis.